Solomon, in his wisdom, said, now, that's your child. Because natural affection will pull a mother out for war.
Yes.
Huh?
Yeah.
And so we give credence to every mother in this house. This day is sentimental for me because I lost my mother on this day. I lost her here on this earth, but she transitioned to heavenly places. And so she sits in the cloud of witness.
Yeah.
Makes me feel good
Yeah.
when I want to feel sad. Amen. This has been a tough week. It's been a rough one. And God, literally, when I approached him about it, he laughed at me. And the reason why he laughed at me is that you preached it was coming, and then when it comes, you complain.
You complain. Hallelujah. I'm talking.
That's right.
You preach that feast time, the enemy would exalt himself.
Yeah.
When he starts to exalt himself, you get discouraged.
Help us, Jesus.
Help us, Lord.
It's not like he does not give us a warning of what's to come. And so in the midst of this, I never opened my Bible to ask God for a message. I wanted him to talk to me. And then I wanted to hear, because I had questions. And I wrote the questions down. And through every question, I think it was a total of 11 questions. But today we'll just deal with 3 of them. And then we'll make this a series. But my question is how do we, as people of God, when our lives do not match up with the Word of God and the success of the Word of God? Why is it so hard when we come into troubled times for us to succeed? One of the questions is why do we get to a place where it seems like we're going to the next place and we capitulate or we quit? Why is it? And let's stop at just those 2 questions. And God began to talk to me about who I was. He wanted me to talk to you about who you were. Because we can never reach the success in God unless we know who we are. Religion has completely taken over this world. Religion. You got the Judaizers. They claim father to Abraham. The Christians, they claim father to Abraham. The Muslims claim father. That's their father. So all of these religions claim father to somebody that did not birth them. Abraham never started a religion. God gave him some property. But God began to talk to me about who I was. The only way we can go back to find out who we are, we must return to the beginning. What was God's idea for us? Why did he create? What was his idea of what was going on in his mind? Idea comes from the word ideology. And if you have the wrong ideology, you can preach error. If your ideas are corrupt, you'll find error. But when you look at God, he has a program and a process with which he begins to create. The problem here that I found is the church does not know who we are. The question is why? I could ask, how many in here know something about how a kingdom operates? Raise your hand. It's okay if you don't know. It's all right. There's been people in the church all of their lives and never know how a kingdom operates. That's a problem. The reason why it's a problem is because this Bible is about a king. It's about a royal family. And it's about a kingdom.
Yeah.
But we don't know how a kingdom operates. So if we don't know how a kingdom operates, how are we existing? Or how are we